Hello, Joe6Pack. We are here not for spinning the wheel of weekly challenges, but because a boy wanted to spin a wheel one last time. We are spinning the wheel of the championship winner, Matt versus Bob. And I will only agree with this wheel if it lands on me. Otherwise, this wheel, it means nothing. But here, I want to spin the wheel again, buddy. You excited to spin the wheel again? Did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a pretty good Christmas, too. I'm sorry I'm not wearing a shirt. Y'all can deal with it. All right. Are you ready to do this, bud?
Mhm.
Shall we spin the wheel of who's going to win the championship?
Yeah.
All right. Who do you think is going to win, first of all?
That you.
Yes, you're right. I thought you were going to pick the wrong person there, bud. All right. Go ahead and give it a click. And again. So much smoother on the computer. Because of the recording, too. No. This wheel means nothing. Wheel means nothing. Matt is the team with the single highest scoring starter. I forgot to change that. Oh well. Means nothing. Now we're gonna remove him, and now we'll spin the wheel again. Let's see who the real winner is gonna be. Who's gonna be, bud?
Probably.
Yeah, I think probably me. Oh. Yeah. Now, wait, no, not high scoring team that lost. Damn it.
What?
I'm gonna win the championship. That's what matters. Everyone knows that. No wheel needs to tell us that, do they?
No.
Yeah. But if Matt wins, I won't be too sad. Anyway, let's get into this podcast. Here, do you have anything to say to our fans one last time? Say goodbye, at least.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Everyone.
Say it louder.
Goodbye, everyone.
Grumpy guy.
J6Pack.
Hello and welcome, all you ho-ho-hos, to the Christmas and Championship edition of the J6Podcast. J6Podcast. I never remember what branding I like. I am here with my opponent in the championship round, Matt. Hello, Matt.
Hello.
We've got a fierce rivalry going. There's just so much bitterness between Matt and I. We've been shitting on each other all week. No, we haven't. This is the championship I actually have been most looking forward to. Trophy's going to come back to Seattle, no matter what. So let's get into it. Let's find out how we got here, and let's do it. I've got a new laptop now, so hopefully my video isn't as choppy and my audio isn't weird. But we will see. All right. So, might say no. First, I'll ask Matt. How was your Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you're celebrating nowadays?
Crazy.
Hanukkah.
Yeah. Maria's got a big giant family, and almost everyone flew into town. They had to rent a place out to have everyone there. It was pretty crazy. The actual Christmas itself was very chill.
It's good. Did you guys go somewhere or do it at your place? What did you have to do?
It was at our place, and then we went over to Maria's sister's, and they had a bunch of kids over. We watched some Stranger Things and drank and talked, and that's about it.
Classic Christmas, watching horror movies with the kids, always, or horror content with the kids.
Yeah,
although
especially funny because
call Stranger Things that. Yeah,
these kids, their mom is very religious, won't let them read Harry Potter because of demons and witchcraft, but Stranger Things is totally okay.
It's literally witchcraft in it. I mean, it's not real, but they're accused of it, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The satanic panic is over when it comes to D&D now, apparently.
Yes. Well, thank God the series isn't going to go on to the gaming panic of the 90s.
Yeah.
What was that guy's name? Thompson? Jack Thompson?
Yeah.
That motherfucker. Anyway, our Christmas was good. We have everyone over for family. Most of Rachel's side of the family over for our Christmas morning. We don't do presents. We do white elephant, but we all eat and everything. So a lot of people over. Had a lot of good time. Hero got tons of presents, which she is very, very happy about. Because being the only kid in this side of the family, he gets a lot of presents. So yeah, that was a good time.
What white elephant did you contribute?
I didn't actually contribute one this year. I mean, Rachel did, but it was like a tumbler cup thing. It was like a normal one. Normally we do some kind of funny thing, but we didn't have time this year. This year was freaking insane for both Rachel and I. From basically October till now.
Yeah, we had to outlaw gag gifts for the white elephant this year because it never ends up good. I think Maria last year, 2 years ago, got a toaster that toasts an image of Jesus Christ on the toast.
Yeah, that's the problem with the gag gifts. You end up with a lot of gifts that nobody needs and nobody wants.
Yeah.
I ended up with a really sweet flashlight though. That could do a whole bunch of different things and colors, and it mounts to everything. It's magnetic and it can be clipped to you. So you can use it. I can use it as a biking light or a shop light. Like it's like powerful to the point of blinding myself if I get it in my own eyes. So I gotta be careful with that thing when it's on full brightness. But
I know we're going off on a tangent here, but I got someone a flashlight that does similar things, multiple settings. It also has a ultraviolet light, which I didn't know that they're a germaphobe, but now they can't stay at any Airbnb or hotel ever.
Yeah, that's to be fair. And everyone thinks you shine the black light on the hotels and you see splotches everywhere. You're like, oh god, but there is more than just semen shines on a black light.
Oh yeah,
just saying. Like, it's not only semen. Anyway,
it's generally semen though.
It's generally semen. We all know that. But the most important thing I got for Christmas is this championship game. So let's get into it. I guess we'll start with my game because yours ended up being way more interesting. My matchup against Jason, which I was not looking forward to, as he roundly, whatever the correct term is, beat me the first 2 times I played him this year. And 2 out of 3 ain't bad, but it is in the J6POD playoffs because he's out now, and I am still in with a monster score of 142 to his 118. Joe Burrow back
going into this week.
Yeah,
I thought you had a really good shot because he had really shitty matchups.
I had good matchups. Yeah, the
first
Lamar
2 weeks
Jackson
of the playoffs against New England didn't look good, and then of course we were at the Seahawk game, and Puka Nacua versus JSN went off the charts. So at that point, I was like, "This is anyone's game." But you held on. The matchups totally sunk them. Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and Kyle Pitts saved you.
Yes, this, but during that Seahawks game, I purposely was paying no attention to the fantasy scores not because as Kevin says, purity. I just try not to think about it too much. Obviously, when JSN's catching balls, I'm thinking about it because it's right in front of me. But aside from that, I was trying not to think about it. Also because in this league, I had JSN going against Puka Nacua. In my work league for the semifinals, I had Puka Nacua going against JSN. So I knew that it was going to end up being a wash for me regardless. So I just didn't think about it too much. But then coming out of the game, when I finally had that thought, and you were there with me, when I finally had that thought of, hey, I should see how much Puka Nacua scored. And I saw 43. I was like, God fucking damn it.
Yeah, he had
225 yards, 2 touchdowns. This son of a bitch. The really annoying thing is when we rewatched the game, he only had 70 yards or something like that at the half. He didn't have much. It wasn't even that much. And then and
it was all on one exploded. Play too. He had a 54-yarder in the first half. But whatever.
And then we just stopped covering.
We've never been able to deal with his little crossing routes.
Puka Nacua is very good against zone coverage, and we play a lot of zone coverage in our backfield.
Yeah.
In our back zones. So yeah. But it worked out in the end because as you said, Kyle Pitts came back for me again. I mean, it wasn't It wasn't 42 points, but I will take 17 points instead. And Jamar and Burrow were great. And
yeah, he's been
Minnesota
so
was a good
consistent
play.
the last like 4 games.
Yes, he has. She has shot from the, I think, 12th tight end to the second tight end over the last 4 weeks with 14, 13, 42, and 17.
Yeah, that just shows how bad the tight end
it's awful.
is. Yeah.
Yes, it's totally awful for sure. I was worried about Darren Waller though, because I mean he's either been doing a ton or doing nothing, and he started off really strong and then just vanished in this like last 3 quarters of that game. But yeah, I mean, aside from Nakua, that's the only really, really big game he had. I feel like 16 points from Achan was me dodging a bullet. JT continues to only get 17 points, but that's fine. That's good enough. It's better than single digits. So, and I continue to not have an RB2. So that's my biggest weakness is my lack of RB2. So yeah, moving on to that next week for me. And Jason, you had a very strong team. I'm very glad to have beaten it. I was not comfortable until the end of the last game. I felt like your game, on the other hand, even more so like that. You ended up winning it 156 to 140 against Seth, but you guys were neck and neck literally the entire week.
Yeah, I was behind a little bit, and then I caught back up, and then he had a slate of games. I think it was like the Sunday night game where he went up like 40 points on me, and or maybe 50. So I knew I needed like 25 out of both Purdy and McCaffrey, which is totally doable, especially like in the first quarter. I think the first touchdown play was Brock Purdy throwing a touchdown to McCaffrey. So at that point, I was just like, I'm good. I don't have to worry anymore. But yeah. If you haven't noticed, my team has basically, all my receivers have basically died over the last 3 weeks.
I noticed. I mean, T. Higgins has been good. He just missed that.
He's the only one, but I was worried because he got concussed a few weeks ago, and he missed
2 weeks ago.
Last week when I had my bye, thankfully. But
yes,
I mean, if I'm just gonna quickly look at the draft results and look at this bullshit. So I had James Conner hurt, went to IR. Had Mike Evans hurt, went to IR. Sam Laporta hurt,
strong now,
went to
but
IR.
Dropped him by them.
Yeah. What's his name? J.K. Dobbins hurt, went to IR. Like I've lost, and now he's not on IR, but Devontae Adams is probably out with concussion. Rice now on IR with concussion. So of my top 3 tight ends, he's questionable because he's not on the the official list as being out, but he's still got a 0 when it comes to
Adams looked pretty animated and jumping around all on the sideline. It seemed like he just couldn't clear protocol, and he'll be fine next week. I'm pretty sure he's going to be playing this week. But
I don't know. We'll see. If he does, then I have to put him in.
Yeah, of course.
But otherwise, I'm toast. My team has basically died, except for Christian McCaffrey.
It is a shame for you that, as a really quick sidebar to insanity that my work league is, I think I was telling you about how we count punt and kick return yards as the same amount of points as like rushing and receiving yards.
Oh yeah.
It's a shame we don't do that in this league for you, because if you did, Cameron DK is the 6th wide receiver on the season. Purely because of his 1,500 return and kick return and punt return yards. It's insanity.
And that's why
other than that, he's still good.
Shit.
Yeah. Oh, no, we shouldn't. It's real dumb. I've gotten into the championship because of it, and I keep arguing that we need to get rid of it in that league. It's really, really dumb. It's an exploit. Anyway.
But yeah, I mean, Xavier Worthy, I felt terrible starting him and Darnell Mooney. Like I knew they weren't going to do shit, and they didn't.
Yeah.
I barely eked out basically off of my defense, which has kind of been how I've survived the whole season.
Which is another dice roll, because I mean, Lou and I talked about it last week when we saw that you were probably playing New Orleans, that almost any other time this entire season, we would have said that's the dumbest thing you could do because New Orleans has been one of the worst defenses. But against the Jets, everybody's the best defense. So it really did work out good for you. 23
they're
points
like
from them.
top 4 defense the last 4
That's
weeks
true.
or so.
Yeah, they've had a lot of weak opponents.
Yeah.
Jets, Carolina, Tampa Bay, Miami. Yeah. Well, actually, no, they've been actually kind of bad against those teams.
Well, I mean, if you just
they've been much better
stats,
recently. That's my point.
Fantasy stats.
True.
But yeah, I picked them up during the bye because I'm like, I need a defense for when it matters.
That's true. But the just like with Lou and his love for the Cowboys, I'm glad that your love for the Niners has really pulled your team together with your Brock Purdy and McCaffrey combination. Normally
definitely no love there, but
no, of course.
I could not deal with Sam Darnold for one more game. Like
Sam Darnold's a great actual quarterback, and he's been a godsend for our team minus the picks.
Yeah.
I mean, when he's not throwing a pick, he's an amazing quarterback. I just think there's too many picks. It's literally the only knock against him, and he doesn't read through his progressions well enough. Two minor knocks against him for me, but other than that, he's been great. Not as great for fantasy though. But hey, you landed on Purdy. I landed on Burrow. Finally, I think we both landed on quarterbacks that are going to really give us a good chance in this next week. Seth got the big game he needed from Derrick Henry. He even got the big game he needed from ETN. Michael Wilson, you did dodge that bullet because holy shit, Jerry Rice 2.0 has been going off the last few weeks.
Well, I went up against him in week 14 and he put up 35
points. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Seth's got a scary team. I know he was biting his nails and really, really worried in chat, but I thought I was toast. So I'm just lucky I made it.
I know. I feel kind of bad because both Seth and Jason, our opponents, were both very active in chat this past week. And it just happened to be the week that you and I were at games and it was just busy with everything. And we weren't as active as we normally are. At least I wasn't. But yeah, no, it was great to see that. It was great to see the chatter. I always love seeing the chatter in our chat. And Seth's up and down emotional roller coaster was funny to watch. Yeah, great matchups. Both of us had great matchups, and both of us exceeded our hopes and expectations to make it into the championship. Before we talk about that championship, the only one we need to talk about otherwise is
the Vinny.
Yes, Lil Lou losing to Joe. Joe of all teams with his 3-11 record. Knocking Lou into the Vinny Bowl, 150 to 151. Herbert, Bijan, James Cook. It was basically the only guys that make points for him, and Zay Flowers. The only guys who ever get points for him. He actually put together a full roster, so good for you, Joe. Yeah, I mean, and Lou even got 32 points from his golden rookie Ashton Genty, but not Endo. But not the Hendopotamus. That's a kid's book reference. No one's going to get that. We'll save kids and happen to read that book. Disregard. Yeah. So Louis, against his best hopes and dreams, is going to the Vinny Bowl, and Joe is staying out somehow. Unfortunately, in some ways, Big Lou did not lose his matchup against Shaun, so we do not get a Zelly Vinny Bowl and a chance to come make good on the threat I made to Lou that we would rename it the Zelly, the Zelly, if he and Big Lou are both in it. But Big Lou beats Shaun 183 to 130. Big Lou probably had his best score of the year to keep himself out of that game.
He's had some fucking big weeks. I don't know.
Yeah, he's also had some of the worst weeks in our league. So he is a boomer bust team. Quinton Johnston finally came back and did something again after his hot start and then vanishing off the planet. And he's doing what actually I've been doing in my work league of playing both Jalen Warren and Kenneth Gainwell to great success. Yeah, Shaun finally fighting with Omar. Omar coming back and putting up 17 points. And Chris Olave putting up 34 points. Olave's been pretty good since Rashid left, didn't he? Hasn't he? Oh, yeah.
He was doing
19,
good before.
13.
Rashid wasn't doing a whole lot.
Huh?
I don't remember Rashid doing a whole lot on the Saints.
He did decently. He was their clear number 2. Anyway. And RJ Harvey for Shaun. But Shaun, 130 points was it wasn't enough to beat either of us, but it was enough. It should have been enough to beat everyone except for Joe and Bigelow. Bigelow and Joe just putting up the wall, kicking people into the gutter that is the Vinny Bowl.
Yeah. Too scared to start either Seahawk.
I know. I mean, it was probably the right call. But you're rolling the dice and only one of them has been mostly passable. But it keeps switching which one it is. So I get it. I totally get it. I guess that was the baby curse for Shaun, was taking Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet. I mean, you had to take both, and even you and I didn't think that neither of them would be an always start.
I thought Charbonnet would be the number one. Honestly,
I did too. He was cooking in the preseason. He's cooked anytime he's been our starter without K9 in there. But hey, Mike McDonald knew what he was doing. He's kept both of them healthy by not having either of them be the premier back.
Yeah.
Great for football, bad for fantasy. So Shaun is sent to the Vinny Bowl, as everyone who is a new father should be. And let's move on to that next week. We can click properly. All right. We'll leave ours last to talk about because we'll just get through the other ones quickly. So for the third place matchup, we got Jason going up against Seth. And I feel like I need to keep reminding them because I'm not sure Jason will remember. I know Seth will because he's been in the third place matchup before.
Money's on the line.
Money is on the line. You actually will make money if you win this. Not a lot, but you will make money, especially since both of them actually have won weekly challenges. Jason's won 3 weekly challenges, so he actually will be well in the green. I've been tracking that, by the way. Been tracking the returns on everybody's dues investments. So
good.
I will get to that. I've also been meaning to write up something that shows how we all ranked in terms of our positional playing, like over the weeks, to see like who did the best at playing specific positions, not specific players, but specific positions. I'm curious to see how that would rank out. But yeah, so we got Jason going against Seth, and Jason already has 12.9 from Javonte Williams, who actually is low for him. So a bit of a dodge there for him. And Troy Franklin, who has betrayed Jason the last 2 weeks ish. No, wait, no, there we go. Yeah, betrayed Jason the last 2 weeks after having, he's been boomer bust the whole time. But he had a few weeks in there that he was killer immediately after I dropped him, which was kind of annoying, but worked out in the end for me. So the question,
and 16
I think
from the kicker.
Oh, I missed that. Yes. Reichard. Yes. The guy right behind Aubrey and Myers for number 1 fantasy kickers. So the question is, will Michael Wilson against Cincinnati, who is not a good defense, go back to being Wilson Rice and putting up another 30-point game for Seth? I think there's a good likelihood of it because I think Cincinnati, now that they're out of the playoffs, doesn't give a fuck and they're just going to sling the ball like they did last week. I was worried about that. I honestly thought they were going to bench Burrow. That's why I picked up Brissett, I think, just in case. I honestly thought they might bench Burrow just because they want to save him for next year. But I don't know. There's talk that he might not be around for next year, which is just insanity to me. But yeah, Michael Wilson has a good chance to put up a lot of points against Cincinnati. What do you think about this matchup, Matt?
I think it's close. I mean, Jay is projected to be ahead, but he really got kind of less than projection from both Javonte and Franklin. So, I think, Seth, this could be your week to beat Jay. I really like Henry this week. Travis Etienne. Indy played us against the run really well, but I think Etienne will continue to do well.
Normally they are weaker against the run, which is annoying when we were playing them. Yeah.
And AJ Brown, I feel like he's just too good and too consistent, even with kind of a bad matchup against Buffalo to, put up a dud. So
it is, but Buffalo gets in a lot of shootouts this year.
Yeah, that's true. So even more case for Seth. I don't know if he was just kind of like not paying attention, or I guess I wouldn't have probably played Bill, Jacory Krosky Merritt either. But
versus
shame he missed those
Henry
2 touchdowns
Etienne,
on his bench.
And you said, why was he sad about playing? I'm confused, because Seth was complaining that he had picked up Detroit on the Thursday waivers and then didn't get him in time because they were the 10 a.m. game for us, which is stupid. Stupid NFL. NFL, don't have an early game. Don't have an early game on Christmas morning. That's so stupid. I hated that.
Well,
I was
it's
like,
early
there's
for
0%
us.
chance I'm watching it.
Like,
it's early for us, but it's early. I mean, dude, come on. Like, Christmas can last until nighttime, man. I think it's dumb to have Christmas Day's games anyway. At least wait until the sun goes down on the East Coast to start the games, I say.
So I'd be bored out of my mind otherwise.
Yeah. You got to watch it. I didn't.
I didn't watch it
on.
But
there you go.
I definitely watched the second game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did turn on the second set of games.
But yeah, I mean, if I have to pick, even though Seth looks down, I'm picking Seth.
He's got Diggs going against Jets, Brown against Buffalo, Wilson against Cincinnati, Etienne against Indianapolis, Henry against Green Bay. Might be a little bit down there, but Mayfield against Miami. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Seth's got some really good matchups this week.
Yeah,
and
against Atlanta, that could be crazy.
Yeah, he should scorch pretty easily there, but I don't know. He's playing Tyler Shaw. Wait a minute, really?
Because
Lamar is doubtful.
He's doubtful.
Oh, it's true. Yeah. That's true. I forgot about that.
So it's a good pickup for
I suppose 32nd, right? I mean, he only scored 17 points against the Jets. Yeah, I mean, it's a fine pickup. He'll put points up at least, probably. Tennessee actually doesn't have a bad defense, not a truly bad defense, at least against the pass. Anyway,
should we look at Vinny?
I think Seth is going to win this as well, though.
Yeah,
that's what I was trying to get to. All right, and moving on to the not game that everyone cares about, the Vinny Bowl. The Vinny Bowl.
Shaun seems to end up there a lot.
He well, recently, yes, it's true. He's dodged it most of the time, though. I don't think I've had to chase or had to tell other people to chase Shaun down for money very often. Kevin won it 2 years ago.
Through the old.
Here, you start talking about the matchup. I'll look it up.
Yeah. So currently, Lou is 49% likely to win. Has 34.83 points against Shaun's 61.98 at 51% likelihood. Shaun has 3, 4, 5 guys already played. So basically, he's gotten 21 out of Bo Nix, 18 out of RJ Harvey, almost 11 out of Terry McLaurin, 7 out of Travis Kelce, 5 out of his kicker Bates, and all he's got left is Kenneth Walker, Chris Olave. Who is this guy? Mac Hollins from the Patriots.
Who's out, actually.
Oh, yeah, he's out. Yeah, so his projection will go even higher when he puts someone in. But, I mean,
he doesn't currently have anyone.
He'll
I don't think.
Get that out.
Yeah, because DK is suspended and Odunze just got ruled out a few hours ago.
Yeah. He's got like 3 guys that are out. He can drop any one of them.
True. It's or not like he has to save him for the next game.
Yeah. So, even though he has more people played and therefore fewer people to potentially boom or bust, he still has a nearly 25-point advantage and is still likely to he's projected to be higher even with a goose egg as one of those few players remaining. Lou, on the other hand, has Dak Prescott's already played, did well, 24 points.
Yeah.
CD Lamb. I like his nickname for him. Underperformed.
Yeah, I
only 8
like his
points.
satire there. He clearly loves the Cowboys.
Yeah,
he can say whatever he wants.
Such a joker. And Denver against Kansas City, I thought they would absolutely just, blow up in terms of points. Backup quarterback, everyone's injured.
I know.
And only got, 2.55. But he's got a lot of more bites at the apple. He has Ashton Janty still, is Kyle Manoon guy remaining. Keenan Allen, Amike Ibuka, who, has he kind of just fallen off the radar? Or is it just me?
Yeah. Part of it is that the rest of the wide receivers all came back. So he's got Mike Evans back. He's got Godwin back. He's got
but he was still performing like crazy with Mike Evans and them
in the beginning of the season. Yes,
yeah.
But Mike Evans got injured at week 3, I think, 2 or 3, something like that, and then Godwin was out until week 6, and then only came back for 2 weeks, then was out for another few weeks, and then came back.
Yeah, Mark Andrews isn't going to do shit. Rico Dowdle is kind of just a floor play. I mean, it's anyone's game, and I'm honestly 25-point advantage with 4 more guys or 3 more guys played. I might go with Lou just for the opportunity of having more people to play, even though I think a lot of them won't perform well.
I can see that. Genty going against the Giants is the big one for me. I think Monangai going against San Francisco, I might get a shutout, but at the same or a shutdown. But at the same time, I think the
Pete Carroll is not going to tank a team. If there's one matchup for a team to tank, it's Las Vegas and the Giants.
Sure.
If I was a fan, I would want them to tank for a better pick. But Pete Carroll just doesn't have it in him to tank. So I honestly Janty's going to go the fuck off, in my opinion.
I would agree.
Even though it's probably going to be Pete Carroll's second to last game he ever coaches professionally.
Probably, sadly.
Yeah.
Even you and I can't make the argument that they should keep him around. I mean, everything he tried to do this year didn't work. So,
I mean, I can make a case for him, but honestly, their whole front office is cursed, and he did a good job in terms of trying to build, the locker room, and I think he's done that overall. But the proof is not in the pudding.
But in terms of picking this matchup, you're gonna go with Lou then?
I'm gonna go with Lou. Yeah.
All right.
I'd love to see a Zelly win a Vinny.
Well,
but
he would have to lose for him to win.
Exactly. Yeah. I would love to see Zelly win the Vinny, just because I think I lost to every single Zelly this year.
I had a rough time against the Zellies this year too, actually. But Shaun won / lost the Vinny in 2023. Was the last time he had it. He may have been in the Vinny a few times recently. I agree.
Yeah.
Kevin's actually won the won / lost the Vinny the most in recent memory.
Really?
But it's actually been fairly matched up. Because it was all right since the new grouping of us since 2017, not including Jason because he was a one-time or a one-person move-in. So for 2017, we had Peter winning it, then Seth, then you, then Kevin, then me, then Seth, then Shaun, then Kevin. So I guess Seth and Kevin are tied for the most in the last, 7 years.
Yeah, let's not mention that year I won it and didn't win a single game.
Was that a 0-win game?
That was a 0-win season. Yeah, my entire team imploded.
That's not good. But hey, you're in the championship this year. So I'm going to pick Shaun to win this and Lou to win the Vinny. And you're going to pick Lou to win this and Shaun to win the Vinny?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good. Because if barring Shaun forgetting to put a wide receiver in for Hollins, which he has 2 more days to do.
Yeah, it's an even matchup. currently.
Yes,
but
do they play?
I still
they play
think
Sunday.
I'd rather have more opportunity to score more points.
That makes sense. I mean, that logic follows. Sure.
Yeah.
All right. And the game that everyone should care about, but definitely you and I care about the most. You and me going up against each other for the championship. The Seattle Bowl. That trophy, as I said before, the trophy's coming back. And I'm very excited about that because I have not seen it in a number of years and I miss my baby. I crafted it and it's gone off and I don't know what condition it's going to come back in anymore. But if I win it, I'm definitely sprucing it up. And
don't look at it with an ultraviolet light.
That's fine. Honestly, you guys can do with it what you want.
No,
just clean it. Just clean it before you send it. That's all I'm asking. So yeah. So I mean, Andrew's had it last Tuesday. Andrew's. I'm not going to say he's a neat freak, but of all of us in our KOP boys, Andrew was probably the cleanest of us. Maybe Shaun. That's close. But so I feel like Andrew has been a good caretaker of it the last 2 years. But now it's going to come back to Seattle and we get to finally put, I don't know, like some Seattle beer on it or something like that. I obviously know who I'm picking, what beer I'm picking. What beer are you going to pick if you win, Matt?
Oh, I'm going to find like the most obscure bougie beer I can with the awesome label that no one's ever heard of.
Some barley wine or something.
Yeah, definitely some like barrel-aged stout.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'll figure that out. But yeah, I've had ideas because I know when we've seen it brought back in the past, the can is a crumpled mess. So I might get like some 2-part epoxy and pour some in and just kind of like rotate it around to kind of coat the inside of the can so that way it'll be rock solid.
I've thought about doing that too. And then I realized that would mean that I would have to remember to rotate it on a set interval and I wouldn't remember. So that's the only reason why I haven't done it. But we do need to figure out some solution for it because it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, you can get a fast setting epoxy or faster so you don't have to do it forever. But yeah, hard part would be then drilling a hole in the bottom through the epoxy.
Yeah. If I win the trophy, I am certain that Hero is going to want to touch the trophy and hold it, and it's gonna get crunched when he picks it up. He does his best, but he's not great at remembering instructions as a 4-year-old. So, yeah, it'll probably get crunked a little bit. That's fine. Maybe I'll let him crunk whatever can it comes on with, and then fix it up and put it on a high shelf.
Yeah,
if I win. But all of this talk depends on if you actually win. If we actually win, I mean, one of us will, obviously. Can't end in a tie. Or, I mean, technically we can. I have no idea how that would play out. Dear God, I hope that doesn't play out. Lou's going to end up being the tiebreaker. It's going to be his 50-yard or 100-yard dash bullshit.
No.
I'll hold money down on a little icon moving across the screen.
If it does end in a decimal point tie, I would happily split it with you.
We can't split the trophy, though, is the problem. I mean, I guess we could hand it back and forth to each other.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or I don't know. We'll figure some.
You drive all the way down here every day.
Yeah, we're gonna have some, shared, parental commitment going on.
We'll draw up a contract. We'll have Lou witness it and Shaun write it because Shaun's more reliable on the writing side, and Lou, I don't know, we'll somehow tie it to his medical license in some way. Make it so that he has to keep his Hippocratic oath.
But yeah, as of right now, I don't feel confident winning at all.
Well, that's good because I don't feel super confident either. But so as I was saying before, going into these playoffs, I was like, sweet, first 2 weeks of the playoffs, I'm all set. I got great matchups across the board. This week, not as much. A lot of medium and low quality matchups that I'm not super happy about. I'll go. I guess I'll go first. My team, we got Joe Burrow going up against Arizona. Probably should be good, but we got two teams that aren't going to make the playoffs, just playing for whatever the heck they want to play for. So I mean, I hope that Arizona kind of rolls over, and I hope they don't pull Joe Burrow early. Those are the two things that's the thing I'm most worried about, is that either the Bengals get up quick or they don't, and they're like, F it, let's save Joe Burrow, and they pull him early.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to pull
Cincinnati's
Chase,
record.
So,
you know,
I mean, I can look it up quick, but
I mean, if they're out of contention, then
they're 5-10.
Yeah. So then that's a big concern.
Yeah, exactly. No, I know they're out of contention for sure, because they knocked out of contention before 2 weeks ago. So I was worried about him getting benched last week, but he obviously didn't. So I mean, because Joe Burrow in an interview said, that he was coming back, even if they didn't make the playoffs, which was an incredibly low chance when he came back that they were going to make the playoffs, only a 5% chance or something like that. They would have had to win out, and they would have had to get help from other teams to make the playoffs. When he came back, when he was asked about that, he said, "Look, I'm not even thinking about that. Like, fans pay to come to the games. I'm going to give them the best product possible, no matter what." It's like he cares about the fans. To Joe Burrow's credit, I actually like Joe Burrow a lot. Generally speaking, he seems like a good guy, and he's a pretty solid quarterback. So I think he'll be all right, as long as they don't decide to bench him against his will or something. Yeah. JT against Jacksonville, it's a tough matchup, especially with how Jacksonville's played the last 2 weeks, just dominating on defense.
Yep.
So that's a tough one. I don't know where the hell that 25-point projection comes from, because that seems like nonsense, but we'll see. Chuba Hubbard, it's my RB2. We can just skip that. It's fine. And he's going against Seattle too. Fuck. That's right.
Yeah. But
yeah, so Chuba could be at 0. As long as he doesn't get negative for me, that's fine.
I have personally been more and more down on this game being a trap game against us.
I'm worried
as
about
time has gone on.
Yeah.
So who knows? I just feel good against the run.
I do too. Yes, we have played well against the run. Even Jonathan Taylor, who even when he's scoring less, he's still putting up good yards. We kept him under 90 yards. So
yeah,
or I think he maybe had 92 or something like that. Under 100 yards is the main thing, which we've not allowed a single 100-yard rusher all season.
Yeah, JSN is going to be really hard.
JSN.
I'm going to be rooting for him to keep growing that record, the Seahawk season.
Of course,
receiving record. But
yeah, I think he needs like 140, 150 per game for the last 2 games to make the record, I think.
I thought he already had it.
No, to make the NFL record. I mean,
oh yeah,
I think he needs like 300-ish yards to make the record. Okay, it does give me the totals. He has 1637, and the record is like 1864, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, so he needs like 156, somewhere around there,
like 140. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, it's only 230 something. No, I don't remember exactly what the record is. But the point is, I can just look it up on my ChatGPT, because I've been using my ChatGPT to update me on how many yards he needs per game, because I don't feel like doing the calculation myself.
So sad.
I get it for free with my work, so I might as well use it for something. That and making stupid images.
Yeah, but between Jason, Jamar Chase, again against Arizona.
Oh, it's 1964, not 1864. 1964 is the record. Yeah. So he's 163 yards. So I'm rooting for a 200-yard game from JSN is my point. So he can get back on track with the record.
Your receivers have, 20 points projected higher than mine.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, but then my wide receiver 3 is shaky at best. So my wide receiver 3 is at the same level that your guys are. So
we'll see.
Hey, you got Shaheed
Miami,
going
you
up
can throw
against
on
me.
Miami.
I like that. That's another one. Shaheed. It's another one in my work league. Shaheed has also been driving me to a championship, because Shaheed is the number 8 wide receiver on the season. To be fair, he's actually been playing decently at wide receiver recently, but it's return yards. Yeah, return yards and the touchdowns has been booming him. At least you get the touchdown points, right? I'm pretty sure we get. Yeah, if you get the touchdown, you get points for it. But yeah,
he's gotten 2. He's so unlikely to get another.
Of course. He's gotten 2. I think he only had 3 on his career at that point. Or he's up to 3 on his career now, I think.
Of course, you have Aubrey, who did well for himself on Christmas.
Of course, yes. Yeah, Aubrey had a great game. I was very happy to see it. That was the only thing I was paying attention to in that first game, especially. Yeah, that's right. Dallas was the first game. I was just passively looking and seeing where he scored. He got two 50-plus yard field goals. I love that. I was happy with it. But let's not skip over Kyle Pitts, man. Chris Godwin. I mean, it's
the Rams.
Miami, so it's a good chance.
Rams can
against
shut
the Rams,
down.
It's true.
Yeah, Rams can shut down tight ends.
But Kyle Pitts has been their only reliable receiver, and I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, like Barner had a really good game against the Rams last week rather. I feel like it's a decent
I thought
matchup.
Barner really only had like the one touchdown, and that was really it. And then
that one touchdown was like 12 points by itself. So like,
yeah, but sure.
No, he had more than that though. He had more than that though. He had a few first downs as well, I believe.
Anyway, I think the Rams can cut back on Pitts' production. I'm gonna definitely need to rely on Burrow throwing to Higgins instead of Chase. Like what week was that? Like 7, when we were having our little AI
where it blew up. Well, it was week 14 as well, where Higgins was getting everything into Jamar Chase. Actually, was that the one where Jamar Chase was suspended because he spit on a dude? What is with? Yeah, that was that was week 12. That was week 12. Okay, I take it back. That was week 14. Higgins just did get all the points, and Jamar didn't do much. But the week that Jamar was out, Higgins only had 6 points.
Yeah,
a weird year for spitting in the NFL. Thanks, Eagles, for starting the season off right and awarding Jalen Carter a Pro Bowl nod, despite the fact that Byron Murphy had twice as many everythings as Carter did and not making the Pro Bowl. Whatever, it's fine. I'm pretty sure they just didn't want to send it to Seahawks defensive linemen to the Pro Bowl, which I get, I guess, but it's still dumb. Jesus Christ, other computer, that was loud. I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah, very, very well.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, and then, now I'm playing Pittsburgh against Cleveland, which I'm glad I was able to pick them up. I've been juggling my defenses really well the last 4 weeks. I feel like the last time I played them was when they played Cincinnati and they had 20 points. So, let's go Pittsburgh. And I love playing their defense because it means I don't have to involve Aaron Rodgers at all. So that's good. If anything, I'm hoping that he throws more picks so the good defense gets on the field more. So that'd be good.
Yeah.
So I mean, I like my chances, but
my
matchups are not what they were. My matchups are not what they were last week or the week before that. That's for sure. So let's break down your team now. Go ahead. You start.
Yeah. So I already have Aaron Jones, who's played. He was lucky enough to get a 1-yard touchdown, and basically didn't do a whole much else after that. So, he got his. It looks like a floor score, but it's really his ceiling right there at 14.8.
For in recent weeks, yes, that's true.
Like the whole season.
I guess the whole season, actually, yeah.
Yeah, that's his second highest score of the year, third highest score of the year.
To be fair, I mean, Aaron Jones has been knocking around with injuries the entire season.
Yeah.
And even when he came back from that injury in week 8, he then hurt himself again just like 3 weeks ago or something like that. So
totally. I did not feel good starting him, but I had really no choice because I don't have enough wide receivers to fit in flex, and I have another running back in my flex, Tyler Tracy.
We can talk about that weakness, but don't bury your lead, man. Come on, you got a powerhouse combination at the top of your roster.
Yes. I have Brock Purdy, who, fine, whatever. It's Brock Purdy. He's done well the last 2 weeks, but
he's been great when he's actually playing. Well, he's been pretty good.
Just the last 2.
But yes, the last 2 weeks. He plays really well when they have to, and they have to now. So
yeah, and McCaffrey, up until last week, has been kind of on a little semi-decline. Most of the time he's putting up 20, 30 points, but he's been, in the low double digits recently. But I'm feeling like he's got a big game coming up against Chicago.
I mean, he's only scored in the low double digits once this entire season, and that was in week 8. Otherwise, it's been 16 and 17 points in 15th
and another
13th week. Yeah, but like again,
but all those come in the last very high 5 weeks.
I know, and otherwise he's putting up upper 20s to 30 points. So
Yeah.
McCaffrey's great. Let's not knock McCaffrey at all. McCaffrey's been great this year.
No, he's fantastic.
In a year that I did not expect him to be good because I was really worried that he was done. I say worried from a fantasy perspective. From a fan perspective, fuck McCaffrey, and I'd be happy with him being out of the league and not helping the Niners anymore. But from a fantasy perspective, I didn't want him to be done because he's a great runner. Well, great running back rather. He mostly is wide receiver playing running back. It seems like, but yeah.
So
I think, good.
Yeah. I'm done with McCaffrey. He's good. He's going to score well. I just hope that I get the double points with Purdy throws to McCaffrey and not just handoffs.
Well, that's how most of those get scored. So,
like I said, I'm going to need Higgins to get a lot more love from Burrow than Chase is going to get to stand a chance. And then my other two receivers, I don't feel good about at all. Shaheed and Cameron Dyke from or DK from
yeah. His name is DK because it keeps confusing me every time I'm watching Red Zone. They say, "Oh, DK with the big catch," and I turn around, there's no Steelers on the screen. I'm like, "Wait, what?"
But the only issue is, and like you said, he's questionable. Devontae Adams is questionable.
Mm-hmm.
He's still got a 0 projection currently, and he plays on Monday. So I'm going to have to sack up and put Adams in.
Still didn't
on Sunday.
It's crazy.
Early Sunday. Yeah, I'm going to have to sack up and put Devontae Adams in early Sunday because I can't do a substitution for someone that plays later.
No, you can. Oh, you don't have anybody that plays later, you mean?
No, Devontae Adams plays later, and we have it set up that you can't do a substitution for a person that plays later.
Bro.
So I'm going to have to sack
earlier,
up.
You mean that plays earlier? The subbing a person that played earlier for someone that plays later. Yeah.
Correct. Yes. So I'm going to have to just pick either Shaheed or DK.
Mooney.
No, I'm not
you could put
touching
Devontae
Mooney
Adams. They play in the same game, so you could have an auto sub for Mooney for Devontae Adams.
No,
I'm not saying.
I mean, I would have to, but Mooney is the last person. I'm happy just dropping him right now. In fact, I'm just gonna drop him now, just so the
Matt, it's literally your only backup plan. You're gonna be flying. No, that's Sunday. You're gonna be flying. That's right. Never mind.
Yeah, so I don't even want. I'm literally dropping Mooney right now. I don't even want the thought in my head that he should play, because God, I fucking hate him so much. I hate him.
I still think you should. All right, hey, I'm not gonna argue against you because I'm playing against you for the championship, but I still think it's at least a safe backup plan. Yeah, I'm not saying he's gonna score crazy points.
Safe for a point, yeah, maybe
better than 0. Better than 0.
At this point, I need boom or bust. I don't need safe 1 or 2 points.
Hey, we'll see.
Yeah.
If you put Devontae Adams in and he doesn't end up playing and you lose by a point, I'm going to be like, try to help you. I tried to help you, Matt.
Yeah. I know. But I don't want it. I don't want to root for him again. I just don't. I'm done. Same thing with Xavier Worthy, and you saw what he did.
Yeah.
He got a 1/10 of a point. So 1 carry for a yard and 0 of 3 receptions.
Yeah.
It's like, who else are they going to throw to? He's their number 1 receiver, and he got a 1/10 of a point. Like, yeah, I'm so glad I didn't start him.
Yeah, is Rashid Rice out now?
Yeah, he's done for the season. They
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
So anyway, that's my team. I'm going to need a miracle, I think, or just T. Higgins siphoning off Jamar Chase's, juices like a goddamn. What am I thinking of?
A tick,
a parasite.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to need.
Hey Matt, don't discount. You got Dicker going against Houston. I mean, kickers win championships, bro.
Yeah. Houston's been a pretty solid defense, so we'll see.
They have, but they also slow people down to kick field goals instead of going for touchdowns. So it could benefit you.
True. And all I want is for him to at least to match or get close to Aubrey's points there. That's it. That's all I care about.
Yeah. New Orleans against Tennessee, though, should be a legitimate boon for you because Tennessee gives a lot of points, except for the recent weeks. Tennessee all of a sudden looks good the
know.
last 2 weeks.
I know. And
so we'll see.
That's why I picked up the Saints, because they had the good week 16 and 17 matchup on paper. But yeah,
I would have taken them if they were an option better. Aside from Pittsburgh. Yeah.
But
so are you not picking yourself for this championship, man?
I have to. I have to pick myself, but I don't feel good about it. I
pick myself, and I do feel good about it, just because
I know I would feel good
about it. We need
some
positivity and confidence in our opponents.
Yeah. No, if my receivers didn't all just like end up crashing and burning on the finish line, or right before the finish line, I'd feel good. I'd feel really good, but no, I don't.
If my RB2 didn't crash after the draft, and no, it's my team. It's funny going into the season how I don't remember if it was on the podcast or if just when you and Lou and I were talking at some point, but I think it was on the podcast. We were talking about how I hate doing stars and scrubs. I don't like that draft strategy. And then that's kind of how it worked out for me this year anyway. I didn't draft that way, but it just worked out that way. Everyone that was supposed to be my like tier 2 guy just kind of fell apart. So,
well, I mean, yeah, but
luckily all my stars boomed. So,
yeah, but if you think about it, I drafted for depth, and my RB2 right now, Aaron Jones, is actually like my RB4 that I drafted. J.K. Dobbins died. James Conner died. So like, that's all I got left now is Aaron Jones and Tyrone Tracy. So and then so it drafting for depth is good. I made it here solely on the back of that.
Hey, it is Tyrone Tracy going against Las Vegas, so at least you got that going for you.
I still like the Vegas D, even though they kind of suck. But
even though everyone scores against them,
yeah. I mean, it's the only reason. It's the only reason I kept them in their defense. But like I said, I think the Giants are going to tank. I don't know. I'm not banking on a lot of points in this matchup.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
They'll probably just give it to Singletary a million times and have Tracy.
Maybe, I don't know. But Tyrone Tracy's been doing good the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know, man. We'll see. I mean, Tajay Spears did great too. You could play him. Why am I giving you help? Never mind. I take it back.
No, like Spears, I can't trust Spears. Corum's done well the last like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I can't trust him.
At least your
I don't know.
Running backs have worked out for you. Mine, none of mine worked out except for Facial Tootin 1 week that I had him.
But yeah, I feel like I would, if I really had nothing other than just dart throw and looking for boomer bust, then yeah, Corum and Spears are solid options. But
yeah,
I'm going with the people that got me to the dance. So that's it.
Of course, and it's a good strategy to have, man. I will say that 2 things. One, you look at our 8-6 records and think, why did 2 8-6 teams make the playoffs? But then you remember that was literally the best that any second, like aside from Jason, that was the best record in our league. This league was incredibly well balanced this year, and there was so much parity and so much of just everyone had a good roster aside from Joe and Big Lou, but less. I mean, like
Joe really nearly beat me, and he was on cruise control.
It's true. I mean, yeah, Joe had some big wins, and Big Lou had some big wins too. I mean, look, the whole league, great league this year.
Joe had Jesus take the wheel, and he nearly fucking beat me.
That's true. The other thing I will say is, I am going to beat you, but if I don't, I am very happy that I'm playing against you. Not only because I see the trophy, that's selfish though, but only because you are. I was actually happy last week too, because it was me against a bunch of people that have never won the championship. So if anyone is going to beat me in the championship game, I am happy it's you, Matt. Aside from the fact that you're one of my best friends, so I'm very happy about that in general, but also because you haven't won it before and you deserve it, man. You've had a great season, and we'll see how it plays out. We'll roll those dice and see how it plays out.
Yeah, good luck to you, sir.
And to you. And to the rest of you next season. I will try to do a and I guess to Lou and Shaun, whoever wins that one, we'll see, or loses that one. I will. Well, no, I'm not gonna make fun of Shaun because he has a perfectly good excuse for being a Vinny after being a new dad. I will relentlessly make fun of Lou if he wins the video. So look forward to that, Lou. Otherwise, we will try to have a end of the season podcast. I think of when that would be. Yeah, it should be all right. We should, yeah. We don't technically need to do it that next weekend, so we could do it anytime in the next few weeks after that. So we'll try to put something together. Otherwise, you will all hear from me and hopefully Matt in the near future. Matt, we need more of you on the podcast. I've missed you this year.
Yeah.
This is only your second time? Is that right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. More Matt, more Andrew. I would say less Lou, but also I like having Lou too. Everyone. I miss all you guys. And I'm kind of sad the fantasy season is coming to an end, but it's been a good one. So, yeah. Good luck to all of us in games that matter. And signing off. Matt, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Good luck.
Peace, everybody.